Time travelers. I hope your New Year's Day celebration was uneventful. So why don't we travel back in time and see what historical events happened? On this day in 1492, Granda, home of Iberian Palace, and the seat and final stronghold of the Moorish kingdom in Spain, was surrendered to the Catholic monarchs Ferdinand II and Isabel I, ending the requisite. We're going forward in the timeline to when Frederick William IV, King of Persia, from 1840 to, I guess, his passing, had passed away at Sussex Palace on this day in 1861. Moving 2 years down the timeline to 1863, when the Battle of Stone River came to an end during the American Civil War, although Odysseus, the clash was a psychological victory for the Union forces, which were led by General William S. Rosecrans. Now on to 1896, when Drezga Vartro, a Soviet motion picture director whose kinoglaze, also known as the film eye theory, had an international impact on the development of documentaries and cinema realm during the 1920s, was born. In 1904, American actress, fan dancer, and bubble dancer Sally Rand was born in Elkton, Missouri. The following year, in 1905, the Russians surrendered Port Arthur, later Lushan, China, to the Japanese in the Russo-Japanese War. The start of the Roaring Twenties is when the most spectacular of Palmer raids took place, when 3,000 to 10,000 were arrested in more than 30 U.S. cities, accused of being foreign anarchists, communists, or radical leftists. The raids led by Attorney General A. Mitchell Palmer was viewed as the climax of the era's so-called Red Square. Now on to 1935, when the widely publicized trial of Bruno Hampton began in New Jersey as he faced charges of kidnapping and murdering the infant son of famed American aviator Charles A. Lindbergh. He was found guilty and executed. 1938 is when the U.S. Social Security Board announces the restrictions of 36 million wage earners under the Old Age Insurance Program. 1950 brought us the passing of German actor Emil Jennings. 1952, President Harry S. Truman submitted to Congress the plan to reorganize the Bureau of Internal Revenue, under which the 64 politically appointed collectors would be replaced by 25 civil service district commissioners. 1952 also brought us U.S. State Department, the closure and suggestion by Great Britain and Egypt that King Farouk be recognized as king of the Anglo-Egyptian Sudan if Egypt joined the Middle East Defense Command. We are now going to stop briefly in 1957 when the Immigration and Nationalization Service reports that immigrants entering the U.S. during 1956 exceeded 350,000, the highest figure since 1924. In 1967, American Republican politician Ronald Reagan, who previously worked as an actor, was sworn in as governor of California. The following year, in 1968, Mississippi seated Robert Clark, the first African-American legislator in 74 years. 2004 brought us NASA's Stardust spacecraft successfully made a flyby of the comet Wild 2, a recent arrival in the inner solar system, taking photographs of the nucleus and collecting samples of dust ejected by the comet. The spacecraft is expected to deliver the samples to Earth in 2006. And with this, we come back to 2024 and our current history. Until next time.